now I need to check to make sure that it is going to go live on Rumble. Got it. Great. Okay, and then the only other thing I need to do here is because I want to be able to, sorry, B, I want to be able to make sure that I can, I want to make sure I can do what I need to do. So it's going to be another second, guys. I'm still trying to get all this figured out properly. Okay. Trying to get all this figured out properly because there's some stuff not showing up the way I want it to, and also need to be able to check the sound. So this first little bit is going to be, I'm sorry that it's a little janky right this very second. It will get better once I get it figured out how I want it to go. I don't even know if you can hear me. That's what I need to be able to address next. And that's going to take me a minute to do because I need to find, I'm used to using my phone. And right now I can't use my phone. So we're going to find out. We are going to find out in just a second. Okay, it looks like we're going okay. Okay, let's need something with sound to load up. Okay, how about this? Sound? Any sound? Okay, it looks like perfect. Okay, we got sound working. I got sound working, which is good. Yeah, we got sound working, which is good. The only other thing I need to do is go here to LiveJournal, and I think I can run that in the background, which is what I'm hoping I can do. If not, I've got another idea that I can do. So DLive, that's offline. This one should be online. This one is offline. Hey, ooh, I don't have the Rumble. Hey, Bolt Plus. Hey, Almond. Just getting something figured out. I want to trying to do something a little different today. And I'm seeing if I can get it to work is what I'm working on. Ah, it looks like I did. It looks like I did. Oh, I have Kick set up wrong. Let me fix Kick, guys, because Kick is broadcasting something that it should not be broadcasting. Um, why won't it let me change it? Edit stream, paste. That's not what I want. Enough. Okay, then I need to come here, all the way to the top, come to the widget. I need to turn on TDS, give sound there, perfect, perfect. Now, the only other thing I have to do is hopefully I can run that in the distance. Let's see if I can get that. You know what? I'm just going to, none of my phones will reach back there is the problem. Hey, we're gonna try one thing, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So let me do this, and this new live. Hold on, guys. I don't know what's going on. That's what I want. That's what I want, guys. Okay, let me test something. I'm going to test it with Kick. Okay, well. Okay, can I do that? And I do that. Will that work? Okay. Okay. I think this is actually working. Okay. I'm happy with this. This is actually going to work because I can see the chat, and that was the main thing that I was concerned about. So I can see the chat. I can see me. I can see everything like that. The only other thing I want to grab is, because we're going to be down to the pond, and you guys might need a better angle. So as we walk down there, I'm going to go grab the other, not my gimbal, but where is it at? Well, I guess we're dealing with this. We're just dealing with what we got. I've been messing around with too long. We've been messing around too long, and it's just silly. So I think this actually turned out pretty well. So seems like you guys can hear me, and you can see me, and I can see chat. And so I don't know if there's anything else better that I can ask for than this. So at least this is what I wanted. So we're gonna go down. We're gonna set up by the pond. I'm gonna set you guys up, and you guys will be able to see what I'm working on, and then we'll go back and forth and talk about stuff, get everything accomplished that I want to get accomplished, and yeah, just kind of a nice hangout. something a little different. Probably been a while since any of you guys have actually seen me come and do some work. So, and let's get this going. I don't think I have a shovel here, guys. Let's find a shovel. Let's get a shovel. So I need to grab myself a shovel because the one thing I forgot was a shovel, and I'm gonna need a shovel to fix this job. Problem is I don't know where I put a shovel. Here's one at the, I'm pretty sure there's one. Oh, you know what? You know what this is, guys? So this is a shovel. So we're good. Good to go. So I think I can see all chat. I've got my shovel. And I think I've got a decent place to set you guys up. So you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. I think if I set you guys up like right here, and then tilt down a bit, you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. So all we're doing right now is I need to get this over here set up. I think I'm happy with the height. I think I'm going to be happy with the height like that. So I can always bring up the banks around if it's not high enough. So what I'm going to be doing now is we're going to get this in place. So the only downfall is I don't think I can hear chat. I can see chat, but I don't think I can hear chat. So will you guys be able to see what I'm doing? You guys absolutely will be able to see it. So I'll come back and try to check on chat every once in a while just to make sure that everything is good. I do want to see something. So, I mean, I've not used it. I've not used the app to stream. You guys know that I stream the farm and such, but not this. So right now we're just going to get this. So the goal, and I'll show you guys in a minute. The goal is I'm going to probably get this figured out. I need to get this pond functioning a little bit better. I need to get the bank a little bit higher. But for right now, I want to kit this. So I'm going to walk over. I'm happy with this so far. We're actually going to clean up that mess right there. And then we're going to walk over and get this. So we are going to go grab some thing. I think this said if I click this button, I can flip the camera. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, perfect. Got the camera flipped. Happy with that. This is not bad. I actually I think I might, with the exception of once I have to figure out how to get the once I get the chat to function the way I want it to go, I think this might actually be one of my new favorite ways to do some streaming. So what we're doing is we are grabbing this, which is full of cat litter that we're using, and then I have the cat litter. It's inside bags, which I put in there. We make and then we make sandbags out of it to hold up the bank. So that is what we're doing. Okay. And We're going to take it all the way over there, get it in place. And then I'll put you guys back down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Being a little tricky. It's also a little harder to do with one hand. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to put you guys over here this time because we're going to come from a slightly different angle. Let me get the put my camera back to this one. Okay. So we're going to come from this angle so you guys will be able to see. You guys will be able to see what I'm working on this way pretty easily. It's going to be right behind me. But while we're doing that, let's jump in and do this one. This sponsorship is from Rumble, one that is incredibly important for the survival of this company. When Rumble first started in 2013, they built the platform for the small creators. They didn't censor or have a bias. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought platforms would censor political conversation or censors opinion on COVID, but they did. Facebook admitted that they fell to the pressure from the Biden and Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They were attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They are attacked in the corporate media. They are attacked by the governments like France. They are attacked from brand advertising who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove speech. Rumble is fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brand advertising. They don't get that much of it. Watch our shows on Rumble is the most they can ask from you. But if you really believe in the fight, and if you have the means, one major way to help Rumble survive is to join Rumble Premium. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment and believes in our human right to free speech. Rumble is offering a $10 off with their promo code STUDIO when you purchase an annual subscription. So go to rumble.com/premium and use the promo code STUDIO. Like I said, if you have the means and you believe in the cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, we're just happy if you watch us here on Rumble. Thanks, guys. And thanks, Rumble. And thanks, everybody. But anyways, we're going to get down to doing some work. So what we're going to be doing is right behind me, we're going to move some of those bags over. And I need to get that bank rice up, and then we're going to cover it up. And I might end up having to move up. I might end up having to move up that pipe, which is something that I didn't necessarily want to do, but it might be something that I kind of need to do. So we're going to jump over there. We're going to see if I can get that pipe moved up. We're going to get all that. I'm probably going to work on that pipe first, so you guys can see like right there, that pipe, it's going to be a little low. So I need to raise it all up. Because if I leave that pipe, the pipe how it is, it's going to be underwater. But in reality, it might actually just have to be underwater. I don't know. We're going to raise it up a little bit, and then we're going to see what happens from there. So let's see what happens, guys. But we're going to raise it up a bit. So let me get my shovel that I put all the way over here. Get down there, dig into it, get it raised up. And yeah, so I put this over this, guys, because I was hoping that I wouldn't have to move this again. But looking at this, I'm just not happy. I'm happy with the bank being filled up like this, but I think that's just going to be honestly just going to be too low. And with what I've done what's been going on this year and seeing stuff, I think it's just best if I raise that pipe up just a little bit. So that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on getting this pipe raised up a little bit. And that just means that I have to pull this blanket back just like so. Perfect. Okay. So let's get this pipe out of here. Okay. And I think I'm going to take the pipe just like so. Whew. This pipe is really being tricky today. Since I got it here, might as well clean it out. That looks pretty good. So I'm then going to put the pipe, like, let's see what I can do. So I put the pipe like maybe right here between, I don't know how much you guys can see from where you're at, but I'm going to put the pipe like right here. Yeah. Put the pipe like right here, raise it up a bit. Doesn't need to do, I need it to not necessarily lean. I do want it to go down, but I don't need it to go down as much as it's going down. So let me put in maybe a rock like right there, and then I can fill around it. Yeah, I'm happy with that, guys. That should be good. Okay. So if I get this right here, now let's get some dirt. I'll show you guys. Let's bring the camera over here so you guys can see it a little bit better on what's going on. Want you guys might be real interested. Some of you might be interested in this, so let's flip the camera around. So brought the height of I brought the height of this up. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna fill it in, then we're gonna put some more of those bags over top and get it a little bit better. So that is the goal. That is the goal now. So maybe put you guys maybe a little bit closer. Put you guys right there. You guys can still see what I'm doing, which is what we're shooting for today. So you might be wondering, Justin, Doc, why are you working on this? And I felt it's a day I just feel like digging ditches and being in the mud, because some days I just really makes me happy to be in the mud, and just one of the things I just enjoy doing. It's a weird thing of mine is digging and playing in the mud. I think it's from maybe a past life progression where maybe I was a professional ditch digger or undertaker or something weird like that. But some days I just really enjoy doing it. Maybe it's because I haven't grown up and boys still like to play in mud and dig ditches, and this never felt like a chore to me. So maybe that's it too. Because, sometimes we have things and they feel like chores. And when you have something that doesn't feel like a chore, you want to keep doing it. So that could be it. I'm going to guess that that's what that is all about. So since I can't tell if the chat's working, if I can't hear you guys in your chat something, I'm sorry. I will try to go back and look at the chat and review it and give you some opinion. And try to answer your questions, comments, or something like that when I see them. So just need to get a couple good scoops in here going. So anything here? Nope, not yet. It's okay. I know some of you guys just like to watch. It's just fun to just sit and watch people do things. It's kind of like video gaming, I like it because I get something accomplished, and I can look back and think how cool it is that I did this. So, okay, I think we're good with that. Now that I know that I have to get that higher, I think I'm going to use all of those over there to get this bank at the height that I want. And then I'm going to, the height that I want. And then I'm going to come in and get it and then backfill that at least. At least that'll be my goal for today. This might be a multi-day. It's looking like this could end up being a multi-day project because I'm looking at how high I need to make that and how I need to make sure that this is nice and strong before I even work on the other side. So probably absolutely going to be a multi-day project. You're wondering, why am I? So we always needed things to do with our cat litter. And I did some research on safe ways to manage cat litter. And using them as a type of sandbag seems to be a very, and all of the research that I did seems to be a very good use for building banks because as it gets wet, the clay locks in and it locks that kind of stuff in. And then because of the plastic, it keeps it kind of a little bit wet. And so as it dries out, it'll thicken up and harden. And having the bags also as a type of filtration. So it kind of keeps it filtered. So I don't have to worry so much that some of the stuff might leach into the pond. But even if it does a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get on the other side and we're going to backfill it. And then I'll start on this side to get that all up and going with the way I want it to go. I think is going to be the best tactic to do here because I want this to be this pond over here. So this little sub pond I have here because this was making this pond fill up so crazy bad. And I need it to not to do that. So we're gonna, don't mind if this one fills up, but don't really want the other one to really fill up. So how's everybody? Did everybody enjoy their Labor Day yesterday? Mine was a nice quiet day. I hurt my, I think I told some of you guys, I hurt my eye the other day because Sylvia got out and I banged my eye on a branch and man, it took like 4 or 5 days for my eye to start feeling better. Now, good news is it feels a whole lot better, but it was just, man, it was just silly how much it hurt for those couple days. Like, it's very annoying. There's a lot of gravel and rock over on this side. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't realize it was as gravelly and rocky over here. That's not a bad thing. It's just coming from this. So this water that leads into this used to be just a little, a little seasonal runoff. And years ago, I decided I needed a pond here. So I took the seasonal runoff and turned in. So, because the gravel road that's right behind me is a road that leads up the mountain, but that was actually the original West Virginia Turnpike throughout, even before West Virginia was West Virginia. So before, the interstate system came in and even before some of the naming roads and such came in, because where I live is really cool for the United States. There's a lot of old history here. So on the property that we're on and on the mountain behind us is during the Civil War, the Union troops, actually Confederate troops as well, but I have a lot more documentation on the Union troops camped out on the top of the mountain up there. So it's really cool. Every once in a while, I find some really cool, like, some Civil War bullets or arrowheads or just other really, really interesting things on the property. And since I want water, it's all about figuring out ways to work with nature instead of against it. So I figure out where the water wants to run, and then I try to build swells and ponds in the area that would naturally collect it. So one of the things as a permaculturist, you spend a lot of time, maybe more than you think you do, spend a lot of time doing observation and watching. And, over the last 20 years that I've been here on the property, a lot of stuff I've watched and a lot of things that I've had to learn what it was going to do and how it was going to adapt. And it's really fun. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of very specialized things that I know about this mountain. It is interesting, totally understand why old timers, there's a lot of stuff they know about the mountain and a lot of stuff they know about their land. And part of it is because if you live, when you live someplace, it makes it, and you really just spend time like observing the land and giving it the proper attention, you really learn a lot. As I live as a farmer and permaculturist, and I realize that our knowledge, some of the stuff we think about our ancestors, and we think that they were like noble savages, and they weren't really savages at all. I'm finding out they just had different stories, and we really only probably got the dumbed down versions of the stories because it was just easier to retell the story to children and then have them tell the story. And then, some of them didn't end up going into farming, or maybe didn't end up going and doing things. So the version of the story that they know is just the kids' version, because they never translated the kid version into the adult version. And so it also could have been, lower IQ people. There could have been some lower IQ people in the community, and it was just easier to tell the kid version of the story to them so that they could still be extremely useful, but they didn't have to know all the complicated scientific parts of everything. So, that could be part of the reason. But, we hear about these simple stories, or you hear about these gods, or you hear about these things that they say they worshipped. And I think a lot of that is it's just important to make sure that the story doesn't get lost. And children's stories is a great way for a story not to get lost. Fairy tales, fables, and you just simplify them over time. I think that's what happened. Actually, I'm positive, like looking into things, I'm positive that's what happened in a lot of cases. So, still got some stuff over there. Try to get this more leveled out. I realize it's a bit hotter today than I initially thought it was going to be. Then, still not 100% on the energy level. Of course, in the 90s, but want to get this done, which I will. Working on getting this bank nice and good. Should have tied up my hair. You guys are probably watching me flip my dreads around. Some downfalls to dreads. Part of them is they're always in the way. They do a really good job of finding out how to get in the way. But I like them. Part of the reason I don't cut my hair anymore is more of a religious belief. I like the connection to the past that my dreads give me. They remind me of the years that I've grown my hair. And sometimes I add, for different reasons, sometimes I add a different dread, or I add some faux dreads. So there's meaning. Interesting things, people. So I do have some of you might find this really gross, but Amateo, my cat, I've braided some of that in there. My dog, Mytherin, has braided into my dreads, so I get to kind of carry them with me throughout the course of my life. If I had hair of my grandparents or something like that, I would have totally done that as well. It's just kind of cool to carry somebody else's energy with you. That's why I like totems. I have particular totems that I carry or take with me to remind me of the energy that a loved one had. So I have since I started doing it, I have a totem for every person that's meant something to me or just have given me good energy throughout the course. Actually, you know what? Everybody's just giving me energy, because I have a couple people that didn't give me the best energy, but I still have a totem for it, just because it's a good reminder to love people even in their flawed state. But I have totems. What I use as totems, I use little stones of animals, and then I shortly after they pass, I collect these little totems and give some energy to think about that person and add some of their energy that they gave me back into the totem, so I can look at the totem and reminds me of them and know that part of their spirit energy is in that. So I'm not a dualist, so I don't I actually believe that there's a difference between, I think everything has a body, a soul, and a spirit. I like the triad. And when I say everything, I think I literally mean everything. Some people's been questioning me on this, and so I've really just tried to think about it. Yeah, I do think rocks and definitely plants and animals all have a body, soul, spirit. I think people do. I think some people get lost, and the people that are AFK or the people that are NPCs, they have just like AFK. Some people that just stepped away, like they were there and now they're not anymore. Those people I call AFKs, and then NPCs are just people that have never learned how to play their own life. And so I think that is but I still think there's still something. They still have a body, soul, and spirit. They just might not be able to access it as easily as other people do. Same thing with like rocks and animals. Some rocks and animals can't access it as easy as others, but like crystals are a great example. Crystals can easily access a lot of their energy. I think it's part of the reason why we really like finding crystals. But kids can feel the energy way better than we can, because over time we've just jaded ourselves and we've forgot how to play. And I'm not saying like play video games or play sports. It's just the mindset of play. Like right now, this is more of a mindset of play to me than work. So I like doing this, but I feel like I'm playing. I feel like I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I'm getting to talk to you guys. I'm doing something I like doing. You know, to some of the younger kids, this kind of feels like a video game. It feels like, I'm leveling up in a video game. I'm getting something accomplished. So that's what I mean by play. So it's a little grindy, but it's still play. So sometimes we have fun grinding. I don't know if some of you guys know my mindset of how I think how we work here is. I think that we are on this planet. We've chose our life journey. We chose our path. We chose this level. So you can say God, you can say yourself, you can say source, but there's nothing you can't handle. Everything you can handle because you've picked this level. If you want to say that you and God picked this level, he's the great programmer, and you came in and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to try this level. Maybe you make it a little harder for yourself than you should have, but you can still, everything can be handled. And so, and then you just continuously play. And that's why I'm a reincarnationist, is I think that being able to play the game is what heaven is the fact that we get to experience no boredom. We get all of the wonderfulness, the joy, the pleasure, even some of the pain, the sorrow. All of that I think, is like the coolest gift ever. And I think that's why, us being humans is part of it. Now, I mean, we have to do things in this world that we might not like, like we have to exchange energies to keep alive, so some people, you have to kill things, including plants and animals, to stay alive. Some people don't necessarily like that, but that's just kind of the rules. And you can play those rules to the best. You can figure out how to manipulate those rules and play those rules to the best of what you can do. And that's why, I think life is awesome. That's why I think most of the time I'm very happy. Most of the time I can view a positive thing and everything. And, if something bad happens, that's the one thing I don't like when the players leave, folks die. I don't like when other players leave, especially when, it was fun. They were good teammates. You really enjoyed playing levels with them. But, sometimes people have to log off for a bit. And when they log off permanently, death is, it's sad, especially since, you might not play, this game with them again. But the cool thing is you might be able to, being a reincarnationist, my belief is that you get to, join a game with them in another time, another game. They might be having in a different avatar, they might change up their skill set. One game they're a healer, the next game maybe they're going to be something else. And so I just thinking about it like that makes me happy. And that's not to say that some people's other belief systems, you could be, you might not, this particular go around, you might not want to know that it's a game because you just really want this to feel more real. Or you want to know, you heard about these Christian people or heard about these Muslim people or these other people, and you're just like, you know what, I want to know what it's like to not know that this is a game and that I need to believe in this cool belief system and learn everything I can about this different belief system. And so maybe that's what some of you guys are doing. And that's cool. We're all here for a reason. And I'm here to help other people level up. I just know it. I'm here to help other people. It's just what brings me ultimate joy is helping other people. When I think about stuff I really want to do in life, things I want to accomplish, the biggest thing comes in my mind is just helping other people. How can I make someone else have the coolest version of a life as possible? So, I've thought about, do I want to be famous? Not really. Do I want to have a lot of money? Not really. I'd like to have life lubricated enough that I can just really help and not have to, focus on, things that maybe make life a little bit harder for me when, I don't have as much money as I'd like, or, I can't do a project, or I can't help a friend because I just don't have the finances at the moment. I'd like to get that a little bit more leveled off, and I think I'm figuring it out. I think that will come as I understand life's adventure and my roles a little bit better. I've got my own leveling up to do. By all means, I am nowhere near level 100 yet. I've got a lot of leveling to do, a lot of work, but that's okay. Things can't be perfect all the time. It'd be boring. Again, remember, my goal is the perk of life here is it's not boring. It's supposed to be fun, exciting. By the way, speaking of that, if you are interested, if you're watching this and you're interested, so I am a life navigator. So that is one of the things I do for a living, is I help people find their path, or people that are lost, or help people get back onto their path. I say this as someone who has been lost off of a path many times, but a person who also loves wandering aimlessly in the woods and just I love trying to get lost. I think it's fun. And so like coming up to meeting somebody and having a friend or having a client or having someone that says, Justin, Doc, whatever, I'm lost. Can you help me figure out my path? And I'm like, yes, I can help you on that journey. I can't find it for you, but I can be there with you, bushwhacking as we find what you're here to do, or what you're here to do right now, because maybe it'll change. Maybe you're younger and you're here to learn this skill, and maybe when you get older, you're just here to be a mom or a dad, or maybe you're here to take care of your relatives, or to have animals, or maybe you're here to discover something interesting, or maybe you're here to inspire people to do great things, or maybe you're just here to have a good time and learn some lessons, and you picked the easy level this time. And don't think that that's wrong, man. If you picked an easy level, it means that you probably had a hard level your last go around, your last life. And so you just needed a chill level, because sometimes that's just what we need. We need to chill a bit. And if that's where you think you are, no worries. I can still help you with that kind of stuff. So if you are interested in, joining me or wanting me to help, hit me up, xfactorfirefly@gmail.com, or xfactorfirefly just about everywhere. Hit me up, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever, and we can talk about stuff, and figure out if we can find out the perfect balance, so that I can help you and you can move forward, and maybe with that you can help me become a little bit more financially independent. So, or if you just like listen to me rant on and on about this kind of stuff on stream, you can just share this stream with other folks. You can tell them about me and say, hey, I know this weird, outlaw hippie that lives in Appalachia that talks about the craziest stuff. He thinks really weird. A lot of woo. So, which I do have a lot of woo. There's a lot of woo in me. I love woo. I like woo about as much as I like science, and I really like science. But woo is just science we don't understand yet. That's what I like about woo. So get better at understanding it in the future, and it'll be cool. Starting to look nice. Starting to look like how I want it to look over here. So starting to build that up. Need to get a little bit more here, because I got that plastic right there that I can still see. But this is the downfall to using when there's still water in here is it's a lot heavier to pick up and to put in place. So look at that, that's better. Now I just need to get that little bit over there covered up, and probably one more kind of clay. That's the nice thing about there being clay here, is that it once it gets packed down, it kind of locks in pretty well. So we got a little bit more. I want to get that a little bit higher over there. Not quite to my liking just yet. But we're getting closer. So ducks are coming down here, checking out what I'm doing. At least she is. So let's let's take a little break here. Let's see if I missed anything interesting in the chat. So far, it doesn't look like I really did. So let's see if there's anything else interesting to I can talk about today. Let's talk about the Rumble store, guys. How about that? Way to do it. Let me try again. So guys, remember, Rumble's exclusive apparel has finally arrived. They are now offering 20% off all purchases in the Rumble store with the discount code DROP20. If you want to support a brand that is fighting for free speech and fighting for our First Amendment, this is the best way to do it. They have t-shirts, they have sweaters, they have hats, plus much more. So go to Rumble store and make sure you enter the code DROP20 as the promo code, and you get 20% off your entire order. So guys, remember, rumble.store, use DROP20, and everything's like that. So hopefully that one worked. I haven't got used to this, doing it on the app yet. Anyways, commercial over. What's up, Lep? Hey, Lep, I wanted to tell you, I had an ad the other day. With that was for Kratom. So it was Kratom Central on here. I thought of you. So I'll have to save the ad for you and read over it. So you might be something that you might help you figure things out a little bit more. And when it comes to advertising for your business and all that stuff. So anyways, I'm back to finishing some more. So I'll give it a little bit. I'm going to keep doing this. That's what I got done over here so far. I just still got that bank. Going good. Gonna get this dug out a little bit more, and then I'm gonna work over here on the other bank. So we're gonna swap over. We're gonna swap over to the other side. I think we're probably gonna swap. I think I'm good with that right now. I think we're gonna swap over to the other side now, and see how it's going, because I got to build this bank, and I want to get this this piece over here finished. Let me guys show you. So good news is, Lep, you helped me figure out that what's happening is it's picking up the my headphones in my camera. I mean, in my glasses. So that's cool. Hey, good afternoon. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me switch the camera over so we can go to what we're going to be working on. So this is what we're going to be working on next. So I'm going to be building up. I need to be building up the bank here, and then I need to cover that. And then I'm going to cover that because that's where when the pond fills up, that's where the water's going to go. And then I've got some more stuff. So while we just got this bank filled up. And then over time, I'll need to bring that up because I realized that that's a little lower, just looking at through the camera. That's a little lower. Got this bank filled up, and so I'm gonna go and get that handled over that direction as well. So whew, that's the goal. So did I miss any? Um, uh, I have no idea. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay. Interesting. Well, I can hear the chat now, which is really cool. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's. I'm not sure what happened there, but I can hear the chat, so that's cool. Uh, Makes everything a lot easier for me. So, so I'm gonna put you guys over here, so I can. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna do this so you guys can see. Let's see where I need to see. Where I need to line this up so you guys can see what I'm gonna be working on over there. Let's flip that camera. That was the issue. I had the camera facing the wrong way. Okay, so we're gonna be working over there now. Let's get the camera more level. Okay, so we're gonna be working over there now. I'm gonna be doing some digging over that way and then building up that bank there because this is where the side that you saw that I was working on, that's where the water flows in, and that's where the water's going to flow out. And I don't really want the water to flow out that way. So I don't want it to flow over top of the earthwork dam. So that's what we're working on, is going to get this earthworks dam going well. I'm going to try to see if I can get it. I'm going to try to get that built up and probably like up to here or something. So I'm going to work on, see if I can get out here, make this pond a little deeper right here. Get this nice and high up here. So Lep, are you at work, or are you working right now, or are you taking a break? Oh, by the way, Lep, if you've not played, you might actually like the new game of Save the World right now. There's a whole it's a different seasonal quest. You might actually like it. I think it's a new one. I don't think it's a quest. It's an older quest line. It's a newer one. You know, it's one of the seasonal ones, but it's pretty fun. If you want to play some of that in the next couple evenings, I've actually been kind of really get back into Save the World. I was playing with Jude and just forgot how much fun it was. So, oh, okay. What are we asking? What are you asking me? Yeah, I didn't see it. I had Discord. Okay. I had a I had Discord turned off last night because sometimes when I'm streaming, if I have Discord running, it takes up extra. It yeah, it takes up yeah, it takes up some of the bandwidth when I play Save the World. If I have Discord also running for some reason. So I've just I just turned off Discord. That's why I missed your mess. That's why I didn't see your message. Otherwise, I would have totally had you play. So if you're around this evening, we can do some playing. Or if not, if you're too busy this evening, you're playing some other thing out, we can play some more. But you should also maybe think about streaming. We both can be streaming, and you can stream on Rumble as well. And we could both be streaming, and you know. So cool. Are you gonna are you going to be home tonight? Are you still working? You're going to be home later tonight? Oh, people are really digging the seasonal storylines as well. People really like watching, like the Christmas one and the Halloween ones, and people are really, especially the younger kids, they've not ever seen that storyline go before. Oh, okay. Well then, I'll probably be doing this for another half an hour or something, and then I'll send you a DM on Discord, and we can play. Maybe even, well, I don't know. Sean, I think Sean went to the ER. I think I might turn like Sean. We'll see, because Sean I think went to the ER today because his leg or something was swelling up. I missed what was happening on the Discord today, but maybe if he. But okay. I wonder why it gave you this voice, because this thing gives voices at random, and I wonder why you got this one. Okay. By the way, guys, if you want to know what we're talking about, we have a Discord. If you want to join our Discord, it's discord.gg/xDrFirefly. We do farming stuff, play games, argue, talk about everything under the sun. There's usually always someone on there. But oh yeah, in my ears there's a voice. Maybe you can't hear it, but I can. So that's why I can be so far away and talk. Jesse would love. You know what? We really need to talk Jesse, because we'd be able to help Jesse as he starts off. Yeah, we'd be able to help Jesse like level up. Because I was really surprised how fast I was able to help Jude early game. But I think Jesse, you are absolutely right. I think Jesse would really dig Save the World. So, and he's got a good enough computer now to run it. So we just need to talk him into downloading Fortnite. It's funny. Fortnite's got such a bad rap by a lot of people, but most of those people that hate Fortnite never played Save the World. So they don't understand how fun and how different Save the World is, really. If anybody's watching this, if you guys have Save the World, you guys should play. It's really fun. Lep actually has played a lot more than I have, but I've been playing since it first came out. I actually got Fortnite to play Save the World. Well, there's another link to the Discord that I just mentioned. So I'm glad I got the voice fixed, because this is a lot nicer, because I can just talk when I hear the chat. So, and I'm glad I figured out a way to use Rumble Studio, because I really wanted to, because I really like it. So the ads are going to take me a minute to figure them out properly. So I might not get paid for that first one I did, because I don't think anybody heard it. Which rightfully so. You shouldn't get paid. I shouldn't get paid for something I didn't do properly. Might not even get paid for the second one. But, you know, again, that's what kids do, man. They're always trying to be pains. So there's something they're good at doing, is being a pain. Whew, okay. Still got, I want to get right to this. I will be happy when I get to this log. I feel like I've got something accomplished. So, and then I think after that, I'm going to jump in. And by the way, guys, if you want to watch me play Fortnite, I know some of you are watching this on Twitch, so I play this on this. But if you're watching this on Rumble and you want to see my gaming channel is GGX. So if you just type in GGX, that is my gaming channel. So, and if you're watching this on YouTube, my gaming channel is Blue Apple 2, spelled Too. That is me and my nephew's gaming channel. He plays with me on the weekends when he's allowed, when he's not with school. So that's our gaming channel there. And then during the rest of the week, I play games every night from about 9:30 to whenever I feel like it, at least half an hour up to 2 hours of game time, just to kind of unwind from working here. I usually, I used to stream this all the time, but I had my gimbal broke. And so because after my gimbal broke, it made it hard. It made it hard for me to figure out how to regularly stream, because it's just not very fun when you're trying to stream and stream gets all jumpy, and just, I know I don't enjoy watching it, so I can't imagine anybody else would enjoy watching shaky cam. So I kind of had to take a break for a while because it was just shaky cam and it was just annoying. But I sucked it up, went and got a new gimbal. Like this one so far. So it seems to be doing everything a gimbal that I want a gimbal to do. So isn't that all that matters? Is that the gimbal's gimbaling? You guys probably enjoy my crazy style of shoveling, but my back's hurting a little bit, so just trying to, like I said, I set a goal. My goal is to get here. I'm almost there. So as soon as I get that goal, we will we'll head in. I'll get something to drink and see what Lep's doing, and we'll probably play some Fortnite. It's a good way to unwind for the early afternoon. So but it was a beautiful day here. It pretty much stayed in the 50s and 60s all day, so lovely. Love it when it love this time of year when we can get it to do that, because it makes it great. Perfect for that kind of stuff. So look at that. Almost good. Almost done, guys. Almost happy with where I got it to. Well, after I finish doing that, we'll come walk over and I'll give you guys a grand tour of what I've got done, so we can see it and you guys can admire the work that we did. Since you guys are here to talk with me and help, sometimes that's all I need, is just another voice around and inspire me to keep going and counteract some of the ADD, because I realize talking is a good way for me to counteract my ADD. I get to talk with other people, throw ideas around. It just does a wonderful job of counteracting that ADD. Okay, so let's spin the camera around, show you guys all the work we've done today. So let me get this camera. Let me spin it around. So first thing is we got this hole dug right here. So I got that quite a bit more dug. And then I'm standing on this bank, which we'll see. Yes, I agree with that, Lep. So there's where I'm digging out. That's the new pond. There's the new overflow pipe I put in. We're going to walk over and check that out. So we just built up. We just built up this. This is the pond. This is the duck pond. Every August and early September, it empties out, and so I try to make it deeper and deeper every year. And so at this particular point, with the height the height I'm trying to bring it there. This should make it to the point where it gets about waist deep is my goal. And then because I don't want it to overflow into things, I've got that's the pipe where the water comes in from back there. It comes in this way, and then when it gets so high, that's the pipe that's going to send it out. And then here's where that, and then that's the bank. That's the bank we just built together. This is the bank because the water comes in. The water comes in that way, and then got this bank, and then I've got some plants that I'm going to build that up a little bit more. But I got some plants that'll hold in, root in that. Those are pussy willow and weeping willow. And then as I get this bank built up, and then I'll be working on this bank over here as well. So let's spin this camera back around, and I'm going to put this. I'm going to put my cart back. So the whole purpose of today is I'm trying to clean out a junk area that I got real junky. Oh, let me show you guys. Some of you guys might be interested in some of my fruit trees, so I'll flip the camera around. So here's my Arkansas black apple tree. You guys look at the apples. It's just appley everywhere. Apple tree appled like crazy. Great thing is that this tree doesn't finish until probably like end of October, so those apples will be tasty until then. Oh, Lep, you might like this. This is a gypsum weed. So when these pods open up, this is datum. So it's the same thing that they have in some type of the different types of hallucinogenics. This is a poisonous plant, so you have to actually be really careful if you're going to play around with the dose. But it is a plant that you can hallucinate off of. It's actually a plant that the Native Americans used. They would make a tea and such out of it, and they would give it to the colonists when they wanted them to like stop doing things and kind of trick them into drinking that tea. And because of that, they like things like with the Bacon Rebellion and other things like that, they used it for that. So really interesting. So let's I'm gonna pop here again for a second. Since that last ad acted up, I'm gonna probably try to do one more. So let me see. I don't know if it's been long enough. So you guys are just getting heads up, knowing that there is a I'm just trying to figure out how these ads work on here. I can do one more. Great. So we're gonna do this one. This is one of my favorites to do. So I'll show you in just a second, Lep. So do you enjoy free speech that Rumble is protecting and fighting for? Our show on Rumble is only possible thanks to our viewer support Rumble platform by purchasing Rumble products. Most of you drink coffee every day. That's why you have to try Rumble 1775 coffee. It's actually some of the best coffee. And it's the same price as the coffee you're buying right now. Actually, I think the coffee is actually way better. So Rumble 1775 coffee is free from chemicals, yet rich in flavor. This is because their beans are sourced from high altitude farms in Bolivia, handpicked, roasted weekly at their facilities in Miami, and delivered fresh to your doorstep. As a believer in freedom, buying from Rumble helps fight back against woke corporations like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Join the coffee revolution and brew rebellion with Rumble's 1775 coffee. So I want you guys to go to 1775coffee.com. And guys, if you use the code STUDIO, you'll get your first month's supply of the cognitive boosting supplement Limitless when you buy 2 bags of their coffee. So, think about that. That is a crazy deal. And the supplement is worth more than those 2 bags of coffee. So guys, go to 1775coffee.com and try their amazing coffee today. Commercial over. Anyways, That was a good one. I really like their coffee. I think it's I know this is past the commercial, but I really like their coffee. I really like the concept that they're selling coffee too. That seems like a really just good idea to support as a way to support things. So if there wasn't people like that, coffee companies like that, I'd think about having my own version of coffee. But I think I might start my own teas because I want to start brewing my own tea. I'm saying this because that's kind of something I'm thinking about trying to make my own tea because I can grow a lot of cool herbs, and as an herbalist, there's a lot of awesome stuff out there. And so I just have to play around with some blends. I want to do some healthy blends, so might be something worth looking forward to. And you can thank Rumble's 1775 coffee to help me inspire me to do cool things like that. So let's see. Oh, Lep wanted to see what I was talking about. Let me spin the camera back around and show him. It's Jimson weed. By the way, guys, it's poisonous. You can, if you don't know what you're doing, you can get very sick. I think you could possibly die, but I mean, you can pretty much die from anything. But I just want to show you this. The reason I'm also showing this is the leaves. If you grind up the leaves, and for people that have asthma, it actually can help open up the lungs. So there's actually benefits to this. This isn't just this isn't just for a pleasure plant. There's actually benefits. There's actually benefits to the datum. If you do need to have, you do something extremely stressful and you need to calm someone down. But inside here, when you crack that open, is going to be hundreds of little black seeds. And the black seeds are what you grind up. So you can make teas out of the other stuff. I've read some stuff where people's tripped or had some experiences with the other things. The main reason I grow it, because you might be wondering, Doc, why are you growing a hallucinating plant on your property? Well, Lisa has bad asthma. And so being able to take these leaves, it's in a spectrum, whatever's in inhalers. That's what this has in, whatever's in inhalers. So anyways, you dry these leaves, you dry them out really well. And then if someone's having an asthmatic attack, you can put this in a pipe and you can have them take a hit or two of that. And that will help calm down their asthmatic attack. And so a lot of plants that we consider pests and things of that sort have a lot of medicinal benefits. Like here's jewelweed or touch-me-nots. That's what this is jewelweed or touch-me-nots. The reason it's called jewelweed or touch-me-nots is you touch them and see how it kind of twisted up and it shoots seeds everywhere. So orange, really good. The hummingbirds, the bees like it, but it's a very, you can squish it up. You can squish that up and it is really good at stopping you from getting, poison ivy. These crazy prickers here, this is burdock. Burdock has some health benefits and such as well. So there's lots of great things that's growing in your yard that I think it's a good idea that, we should try to learn. More of us should try to learn and things like that. Well, guys, I think I'm going to head in. I want to thank you guys for joining me, Lep, and everybody else for hanging out and for putting up with me reading the couple commercials while I'm trying to learn how to make them better. But I really like this Rumble Studio, guys. I'm very, very happy with it. Very nice. While I can't have all the pretty graphics popping up everywhere, I do really like the fact that I can that it multi-streams so easily to every place else. And I like right now I've got my camera set up and down and it's just recording it perfect. So it's perfect for a gimbal. It's actually really good for the gimbal. And so pretty happy with that as well. So anyways, guys, if you want to see me play gaming, GGX on Rumble, Blue Apple 2 on YouTube, or just stay tuned on X Factor Firefly on all the other places, and we'll be gaming on that. So anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining me today. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I think I got some more stuff to do tomorrow. And so maybe you guys can join me as I get my chores done tomorrow as well. Anyways, guys, it's Doc, Justin, whatever you like to call me, from here in Southern West Virginia to wherever you are. You guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Adios.